Hi guys again. Thanks for tuning back in, watching another video. This is the final part to Tipton scrapyard fire. As you've been following along, you understand what's been going on. For the new viewers, please go back and watch the other two clips that I've uploaded. It gives you a bit more insight in what's going on. But I will put though, there was a gentleman named Pete Humphreys. He commented. So if you want to read what he's put on the comments, please do so. He obviously knows a lot more about about what's going on than I do. I'm just there as a spectator. I'm just looking, so I don't know the ins and outs of all the machines and what's going on. But this Peter Humphreys, he knows his stuff. So thanks, Peter, for your comments and helping us understand a bit more about what's going on here. So yeah, so I don't really know what else to say really. It's nice to try and go over what's being done. As we can see from the footage, someone day I'm tackling it as this is the third part. I know it went on late, obviously late into the night, even till the early hours on the morning. So there's still a lot of stuff that needs to go on there. I don't cover all that. I have to come down and if you go on West Midlands Fire Service website, they should fill you in with more information to what I've got here. So please head over to there, and also give a shout out to them boys because of their bravery. Going out to save lives as much as they can, and they do a wonderful job at it too. So all we can do is watch and increase our knowledge by what they do. It's important to remember that these guys know what they're doing. It's all health and safety. They don't put themselves in harm's way unless there's a life to be saved. And that's why we need to appreciate them, because they go out their way to save a life. And that's why they do this job. It's mainly to save lives and businesses and that. But if a life's there, they get there straight on it. So always support them. Treat them with respect. So yeah, so enjoy the footage. I'll try and make a little comment on here and there. So as you can see there in the bottom there in the right hand corner, I'm pulling it out now, and I'm cooling it down, because as you can see this front part here, it's all smouldering and steam coming off. It's really hot underneath there. The fire's still towards the back in the centre. I'm a bit surprised really, because when we was looking at the other side, a lot of it was put out. So it's still firing over that end. Still got the fire going, and towards the back. So they've more or less nearly got it under control completely, or got it pushed it out, should I say. Yeah, so I'm cooling it all down in the bottom here. I mean, this one right at the bottom here is spraying it, and you can see it's still red hot. It ain't even touching it. I mean, it will touch it obviously over time, but it's a long process, as we know. But doing all their part, pulling bits out and cooling them sections down, is all part of the process of getting this under control. You can't leave any of it smouldering, because it's got to be doubted. The whole lot's got to be put out completely. That's why sometimes, I don't know if you've seen it, even when it looks like there's no fire, I'm still spraying it down. I've saw that a couple of times and wondered why. But as you know, there's still stuff underneath there that's red hot. I'm just checking here because I like to keep checking myself where I am. I don't want to be over firefighters. I don't want to be in anybody's way. I use the building as well, just to the right of me there on the bottom. I use that so I can get a bit closer, and if anything happens to my drone, then it's ain't going to go into anybody. It's more or less going to just land on that roof. But yeah, thanks for the comments, and I really enjoyed your feedback. You know, your comments. I ain't had loads, but what I have had have been quite positive, and I really appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, just starting out. You know, it's nice to start out on positives, isn't it? I mean, if you're doing anything wrong, it's nice for people to tell you, and you can work with that then, can't you? Don't expect everything to run perfectly. We're more human, we all make mistakes. So sometimes I might say the wrong thing, or, you know, I might not get the right angle on the footage or something, but it's something I'm learning to do and I'm going to work with. And that way then, if I learn from things, I should get better as time goes on. And hopefully you'll find it more entertaining then as well. But at the moment, everything's been positive. I've been enjoying your feedback and you know, your likes and your subscribing. It's been good. So thank you guys. I couldn't do this without you. So yeah, you can see just a lot of smouldering in it really now. The fire's towards the back, but they've got it where they want it now, haven't they? They can see that they've been through this many times. They can see the progress, the process, how it's you know, it ends up going to in the end. So they know they're drawing close to that, don't they? Yeah. So just to mention, because on the last video or the first video, I can't remember now, I was wondering what was you know, burning. But that lad, that gentleman from it's from Telford, he's Peter Humphreys. He does mention what's been, you know, what's burning. So if you'll just find it up, he says here, he says there's a lot of plastic and rubber. So that's the fuel, because we know metals don't burn. Metal itself doesn't burn. It melts at a very high temperature, and that a lot of that is metal. But Peter, who knows more about this stuff, he says there's plastic and rubber in there, so that's where the fuel is. That's what's burning. So it's interesting. Thanks for letting us know about that, Peter. It's really appreciate that, because I know with scrap they don't rubber unless, and plastics, unless it's recyclable. But I don't think there's a lot recyclable on cars anyway, unless the new cars. I mean, they're different plastic. But I know the old stuff. They never thought about it, did they? Until the point we've got to now in life, where the people want to recycle more, and it's good that you can recycle. It saves the planet. We take enough from it, don't we? So we don't want to take no more. If we can find other means, and also pollutants in it. But it takes time for anything. When they first started smoking, you know, they never knew it'd give you lung cancer. They smoked it and smoked it. They thought it was all right. Perhaps even some thought it was healthy. But as we know now from time, experience, smoking's no good for you. Sorry to all you smokers. I suppose you've heard it enough times off people around you. I've got nothing against people who smoke. That's up to them. It's their choice. I'm just highlighting the harm it causes now. It took a long time for that to happen. It's like with certain chemicals, people, they have to wait. They've got to wait until the data comes in to see what these chemicals do. So like we're all guinea pigs sometimes, same as with this radiation. You know, people are saying it's bad from the phone, and you know, they wear the watches, they wear all the stuff now. It's all linked to the internet. Sorry for going on. Trying to put the worlds to rights, eh? I just I'm just trying to point out really some things take the time for data to come back, and then we have to work from that data. But there's a lot of people using phones and you know watches. It's all to do with linked to your blood pressure and your heart and all this sort of stuff. But we just don't know what it's going to be like in 100 years time. What them people, well, probably a lot of them will be around then, will they? Yeah, so good start, innit? I don't mean to. I don't mean to be so dim or anything like that. I want you to enjoy my videos. We're talking about the fire, so let's stick to the fire, eh? If there's any questions though, yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to answer. If you want to ask any, that's fine. I'll try and you know. But the fire, yeah, the fire. I mean, I suppose it's relatively small compared to some fires that have been out. I mean, it's like we said before, the bakery was a bigger. I didn't keep that one too long up in the air. I forgot my memory card, didn't I? So I had to just bring it back and with what I could have captured at the time. But yeah, this one's probably relatively small compared to a lot of them that they've faced. But I was quite surprised to how long it would take. I mean, in the end, it was 24 hours sort of thing. 24 hours. It's a long time, isn't it? For a fire, for a small fire the way it is. I know it's piled up, and obviously there's a lot like we spoke about before underneath. It's red hot underneath there. You can see it. I wonder if he did actually get that right. That it turned it into molten metal. Again, if anybody wants to let me know, like Peter, who put his comments out, anybody else who's got that sort of information, because that's hot under there, isn't it? Generated some heat. Yeah, the guys are pulling that one off there, didn't they? They're trying to find a different spot, or are they packing away that one? Let's have a look. Looks like they're going to try a different spot, I think. Because I'm still holding it in now. They're still together. So I was putting it away. I don't know. I'm just looking at it and just suggesting. I would have liked to have got a bit lower here, probably by that fence, so I could see under there. But you just got to be careful, ain't you? Because if that smoke starts to come downwards, the wind, it could disorientate the drone, and it could just end up somewhere else, into some them conifers actually. But I like if I I'd just like to get the picture, the video. So perhaps one of the times when I'm less, there's less foliage around the back there to run into, perhaps I would. That's a good thing about the zoom. You can get in there and you ain't there, are you? You're further out. Yeah, them spraying all that down, ain't they? Pulling it out. Looks like he's having a break a bit there. Perhaps it's actually got to be careful, isn't he? Hydraulics, the hydraulic pipes on there. Yeah, that I know. They have used it again, but they've pulled it back over. So perhaps they've used a different pipe. There's a pump over the other side by them. As you can see, there's 2 pumps down here. Like I said, there was 8 did he say? Or 8 fire engines altogether. Let's have a look. Yeah, 8 fire engines. I mean, look at that. Look how big that is again. Looks like there's nothing been on it. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy fire. Height pumps and high volume pumping unit is that this is where the water supply is coming from. So that's from, and I mentioned him earlier, Peter Humphreys. But check out the comment, he knows a bit more what's going on. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the likes and the subscribers that are helping me. Still a lot going on though. I'm just really surprised by it all. I am. How that fire just continues to burn. Plastics and rubber just continues. This is apart from the back, from where the smoke was coming through. It's only a little clip. I moved over, tried to have a look from the other side. I only cut it out because I don't want, obviously, people to see their gardens. It's private, innit? So looks like he's got a bit of tat here at the back. They ain't dropped it over, have they? If they did, I never saw it. But it looks like they've got some down the bottom here, but against the fence. Unless that's always been there. Perhaps I'll have to go back and have a look, see if it's always been there. Because I can't remember seeing him drop any over the other side. I was thinking of going up to have a look at some of the floods that's been going on some parts of the country. As we know, it's been really bad up in Scotland. People have lost their life up there, so it's a serious thing. Yeah, it's from the air you can sometimes see the scale of it, can't you? It's when you're on the floor and you see it stretched out, it can look big, but from the air you can see like get a better understanding of how bad the water's been falling over there, like, you know. But the date today is the 24th of October. I think we've got more heavy rain due. So we'll see what comes on from that one. I know the River Severn, that burst its banks plenty of times. My mum used to have a caravan down Bewdley, and she was quite far up. Like she was never affected by the floods, but they've put all like barriers in now. And they put it up obviously when they know there's a lot of water coming over. They just slot them in, and it keeps the water away from those who live close to the river, like, you know, probably beyond that. But yeah, I went down there the once, and it was right over. It was all on the road going into Bewdley, so we couldn't get too far. We couldn't get in too close because they blocked all the road off. Obviously for our safety, like. But now I've got the drone. Might take it up over there and see what's going on. See what the you know, how far it's. Because I mean, they do contain it there, but it's got to push it on somewhere else further down the river, innit? Where there ain't no barriers. It's got to extend even more. I think we'll leave that one to when I actually get a video of it, eh? I'm working tirelessly on this, eh? All day, all night they stand there holding on to them hoses. I know they swap round. They've got some powder coming out of them hoses. But it's still back breaking work, isn't it? Standing there holding that. I was just wondering whether this one at the top here, whether they could move in closer, or is it to do with the smoke? Because you're getting some of the smoke there, aren't you? Obviously you don't want to be in there unless you've got breathing apparatus on. But yeah, I know them still quite far back, but whether moving in a bit closer to get to that centre section a bit more, I don't know. Again, comments. I mean, if them getting in there anyway, they'll stay where they are, won't they? Don't need to get any closer. Yeah, I'm just looking down there, see what's going on. See whether you can understand. Yeah, there's a few firefighters there, isn't there? Yeah, he's got some of the rubbish, or the tat. He's got some of the tat down there. Looks like all the stuff's been burnt off it now, so perhaps the tapman will be happy with that. See, I'm looking over here now. What I will do though is I'll probably cut these sections out when I'm doing others. It's all a learning curve, isn't it? So I want to be over the building. I don't want to, you know, if anything goes wrong with the drone, I don't want it to drop on anybody. I've got insurance and that. But we're coming to the end now. I've had to cut out the bit where I fly back to the car, but yeah, I'm coming to an end now. So, but thanks for watching. I really appreciate all the time that you've put into watching my channel and the things I upload. So really appreciate that, guys. Anyway, we'll keep safe. Take care. Okay, bye.